Played here since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl, located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas's offense will have the football first. You guys know I love the history of this stuff. Texas is threatening to put together a run unlike any they've had since the 50s, David.
Texas has been dominating the series, and I can tell you this from college. We had some rivals that we played with that we lost to consistently. Coaches that week got so tight, so tense, it made a big difference, Paul.
Well, I'll tell you, this winning streak by Texas has had a major impact on the football program, too. Of course, the fans have been bragging, Bevo's strutting. These coaches' salaries, they've gone up because they've been able to win these games and dominate their rival, Oklahoma, time and time again.
The play-action fake. Finds the tight end. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's got the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. Home spin move. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Quick release by the QB. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. To the air on second down. Fires to the right. It's complete. And he'll be brought down. And the Longhorns come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Fires to the middle. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still fourth down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
Absolutely center cut. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drop. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with them.
The Sooners offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proven to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So,
and down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. On target to the left. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. Gonna look downfield again. Right on the money. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Play this game in the shadow of Big Tex. You can get a corny dog out there, play carnival games, and see one of the great rivalries in the sport, David.
It's crazy. You literally walk outside of the stadium, and there are thousands upon thousands of people. They don't even realize a football game's going on, Jesse. They're just having a good time.
And you're right. It's part of what makes this game so special. The Red River rivalry, there's just so much fanfare. There's so much tradition. And remember, with bragging rights on the line, this thing just means more.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Powers through the defender. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
That wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Pulls it in. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The give on the inside. Made a defender miss. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's a guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. And the Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to run for it. Sweet cut there. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
Pulls it and fires to the left.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Longhorns will try to convert on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. On target. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it first and 10 at the 31. From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Trying the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. He's looking downfield to throw. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, better look out! Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man! He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. He'll keep it himself. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. So now it's second and long. Off play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
These quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got an open man. is off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Longhorns have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Wide open downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going for 6. Touchdown! Fired in from the red zone for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Rutgers is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Penn State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run play action. This time he's got his man.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking to throw on third. Got a man in the middle. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Sooners head quickly to the line.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
The give to the back. Makes a man miss. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Pressure coming. Gets it to the back.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Bully ball on third and short. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Breaks it inside the 10. Touchdown, Sooner. He got a step and just dusted the field.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step step on him. He got a step on him, and the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside the spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring margin. Now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. He'll do it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Sooners in the hurry-up.
You go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Going to the ground. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Sends it back in motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. And the returner will be brought down. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. And this sophomore behind center has been really impressive so far. He's been turnover-free. They're moving the ball up and down the field. A really mature performance. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Right back to it. Gets it past the marker. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So after After getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Texas offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying play action. Floats it out in space. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They've got the screen set up. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll go back to work on offense. Off the RPO, complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one if they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways, they were ready for the screen there. They create a negative play.
And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. The give to the back. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Offense in the hurry-up.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first. Bulldozes his way through. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A little release to the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Proctor. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Here's a heat. Fires to the big fella. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups where you see, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Rutgers is just getting blown off the field right now there in Jersey. And at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 15 to Penn State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Kick is in the air. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Complete to the right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Runs through the tackle. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got the 1st down and more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. The Sooners will hustle to the line.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he's...
There he goes! Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense was trailing going into halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Hauls it in. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. They'll send out the kicker here. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Snags it quickly on the left. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quickly to the tight end. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He makes the catch. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unloads quickly. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
The Longhorns send out the punt unit. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Here's the pressure. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And the Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. And he was flat, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got his man, makes the grab.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Sooners will send out the punt unit. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let...
Turning it on! He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the back. And he'll finish the line at the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Quickly complete. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Now the pitch. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
The Sooners want to move quickly. Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they built this offense on space and speed, and it's the playmakers out wide. Listen, they've had great quarterbacks, but if you don't have guys outside that are going to make plays, obviously it makes it hard to move the football. These guys, they make it easy.
He leaves it with his back. Inside the 40. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. They'll send the back in motion. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
This offense has it with really good field position. Motion from the wide receiver. The inside handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got his man quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And this one splits the uprights. And we're locked up here in the 3rd.
Well, they were able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Running to the left. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. So first down will open up the final period. Touch pass on the right. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Behind the chains now on second and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
KYP, know your personnel. You got those big tight ends you can work on those third and shorts. You don't have to have him run way down the field. Understand how to get to the sticks, get that first down. Nice job.
They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's second and 7. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Reads it, fires complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Handoff from the gun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, the ground game. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third down, he drops to throw. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So the pass interference in the end zone will give them a free 15. Remember the difference in this rule and the pros. Ball is not placed at the 1-yard line in this situation. Still looking. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Knocked down for the tackle. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He splits the uprights. And now they regain the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
He'll return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And man,
it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route.
He's loose. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Using the quick game. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. And the try is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, that's one the kicker would love to have back. Trailing by 3 here in the 4th quarter, just didn't hit it as flush as he would have liked.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. Give to the running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, he's got some space. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down. Here's the handoff. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns are flying down the field. Trying to surprise him with the pass. He makes a grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Boise State is putting on an offensive clinic, and about the only thing we haven't seen is the Statue of Liberty play. They're up by 38 over Wyoming. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Puts it out of the air. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun. Give on the inside. Picks up the first down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They're working that left side. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pick up a 10 and a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Now on the move.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
The AT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They march 78 yards down the field. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll start the return inside his spot. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. Pulls and fires complete. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. It was the Longhorns who will ride off into the sunset with the coveted Golden Hat Trophy after beating their despised rival to the north. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.